Thinking that this is normal. It's awesome. Everybody's having fun. Everyone's smiling. It's a nice Alberta weekend.
After yesterday, because I did see the video with the death in our community here, has it been stressful at all?
No, not really. The only thing stressful is I've been reading stuff online. There's been some media outlets reporting about how I'm going to get closed and I'm being irresponsible. That's a little bit hurtful because some of these places, they're not telling the story, and the story, the real story behind what we're doing is a lot more passionate than what's being portrayed. Well, it's a story about the reason we're doing this is because what's happened to the province regarding COVID-19 is ridiculous. People are losing their jobs. Their families are being impacted. They're not seeing their grandparents. Their seniors stuck in long-term care facilities that haven't seen anybody in 8 months. Haven't been held by their loved ones. It's a complete mismanagement of something that we could have done different and not had this kind of impact on the economy.
This was the third time the government has prohibited dining services. When you heard that, was that something you were expecting, or what were your thoughts?
I was expecting this because our current government is completely irresponsible and have no idea what to do.
Were you shocked? I guess, obviously when you heard that, you were in the works prior to that announcement, right? This whole event, or was that after?
I planned this before or after?
Yeah. Did you plan it before or after?
We started planning this the day they announced it.
Okay, so this came together quite quickly then.
Absolutely, yeah.
How does it feel to have so many supporters? I know there's people from Saskatchewan that have heard all the way here. I don't know if there's anything further, but lots of people have come from all over.
Well, our guest Jeff is from Ontario, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's amazing to see this kind of support, but it's not something that it's not a surprise, because when you talk to average Albertans all over the province, and believe me, I have, because they've been here, the feeling is always the same. We've had enough of this. It's not sustainable. We don't like where this is going. We're tired of seeing harm caused to everybody, and that's it. So people want a sustainable approach to this, and as of today, I looked at our COVID numbers that are shoved down our throats every day, and our current ICU admissions for COVID-19 are 83. Our current hospitalizations are 333. Now, what kind of a government gives us numbers and thresholds to operate our businesses at, even though we should be able to anyway, and then goes back and changes it time after time again? I said from the beginning this wasn't going to stop, and I said we're going to see new variants, just like other sicknesses in the coronavirus family. That's the way it works, and I was right. We're going to see this again and again. After this variant, there's going to be a new variant, and we're going to see on the news scary new variant. We're going to see scary new numbers, and I'm tired of being told what I have to fear, and so are all these people. If these people were scared or fearful, or they had any reservations about coming here and possibly getting sick, they wouldn't be here. And I don't need a chief medical officer of health. I don't need a premier or a health minister to tell me what risks I can take with my own body.
We can choose for ourselves.
I almost swore there. Pardon me. It's crap. It really is crap.
Do you think anyone will get sick today?
They may. They're not going to get food poisoning, I'll tell you that much.
When it comes to when they closed the dining services, is the whistle stop happening then? Have you been closed at all during this time?
We closed on, the first set of lockdowns we closed because, like everybody else, we were unsure, we were scared, and rightfully so. We didn't know what was going on. Nobody knew. After that, we kind of had an idea of where this was headed, and a good example is Grace Life Church. I know you guys have covered that. Grace Life Church had a couple cases in their congregation after the lockdowns were lifted the first time, and so they were scared. They shut down their own church, and they requested their congregation get tested. Nobody else tested positive. So after that, Grace Life, they had their own experience with COVID-19, and they made the decision how they were going to deal with their own matters. And the government tried to get involved in that as well. And now we see a disgusting abuse of power what's going on up there. Double fences around the church. That's ridiculous. And not only that, but they also have evidence to prove that what they did didn't harm any Albertans. It didn't harm anybody. What we did here over the last few restrictions when we opened, it didn't harm anybody. Not one person. The only harm that was done was to the ego of these politicians who think they can tell us what to do.
Yeah.
I want to go back. So what was the last question you asked me?
They asked
Did anybody get sick? No, you're worried.
are you worried about people getting sick, or do you think somebody might get it?
Here's my question. For all those that are watching, or you in particular, do you know what the chances of getting hit by a car when you're walking in Edmonton are? Look it up. Is the government going to tell me that I can't drive, I can't walk on the sidewalk because I may get hit by a car? The fatalities in Edmonton last year from automobile and pedestrian accidents were through the roof. But we don't have a government telling us we can't be pedestrians anymore. Do we have government officials standing outside the bar making sure that strangers don't go home together? No, we don't. These people that are calling me irresponsible for allowing dine-in services and allowing people to have some sense of normalcy in their life are the same people that are going out and they're scuba diving, they're going skiing, they're probably having unprotected sex, which is also a way to spread disease. We haven't talked about that, have we? Sorry. So when people tell me that there's something wrong with me or I'm a murderer because I'm allowing people to
Get some free
make choices
advertisement
for
here.
themselves, those people,
They get some free advertisement here.
they're pound and sand, and they got no grounds to say what they do. And I think that people really they have to start looking in the mirror and thinking about the risks they take in their own lives before they start judging people who allow other people to make choices and take the risk in their own.
Just tell me everything that's happening today.
Everything's happening.
Yeah, just the events that are set up and everything that has happened.
Well, we have live music, which has been deemed against the rules. We have dine-in service, which is against the rules. We have people congregating and visiting, which is against the rules. We have people
Hugging.
I don't think I've seen one masked person here, which is against the rules. And
I saw one masked person here.
Amazing barbecue brisket and pulled pork and ribs from Addison Barbecue in Ontario. And I've been sampling that stuff all day, and I just can't wait to have a slow period here so I can actually sit down.
Hey, Logan.
I don't know
Free
exactly what
advertisement.
time it is, but it's around 1. And the ASF 13 must have a thing.
I think they will be, but I don't have a problem with them coming here. They're always allowed here. They can always come inside and they'll always speak. Oh, and the other thing we have going on is a beer garden, which also, if the government is so worried about us taking risks, maybe they should shut down liquor completely because, as you know, liquor is responsible for more harm and more accidents and more pain to people all over Canada than just about any other thing. So we're allowing people to make choices to consume liquor. Why can't we allow people to make choices to whether or not they are comfortable getting sick?
And I saw too on Facebook that there's another event planned.
Yeah, we'll be doing it, and I don't want to say event because it's not really events. All we're doing is we're inviting people to enjoy a day with us and listen to some music. So it's not an event per se, but we're going to be doing stuff like this every weekend throughout the summer until everyone wakes up.
Anything else you'd like to add or anything I missed to ask you?
The one thing I want to add, you're not going to run it. I'm extremely disappointed with how Global News represented Mississauga and our story the last time I interviewed them. So I do want to give you guys a little bit of a warning. We do record all of our interviews here, and the reason we do that is because I'm tired of organizations using what we're doing to try and back their own opinions and biases. Last time Global did that to me, I videoed the entire interview, and we played it side by side online, and the blowback that Global got was insane. So I really hope that whoever's editing this has the mindset to be fair and balanced with their journalism, because if a media outlet is going to call me irresponsible and they're going to put their own opinions into the piece, then they're going to get it back from me too.
And what's fair and balanced?
Pardon me?
What is fair and balanced?
Fair and balanced is not going to something like this and focusing on people not wearing masks, and focusing on people congregating. This has never been about masks. It's never been about rules. What this is about is people being limited in making their own choices. And when you go so far as to tell somebody like me or my sister here that we have to let our business collapse because somebody wants to make a choice for how we should be safe, I'm not going to stand for it. And nor should anybody.
Thank you so much for your time. You're
You're welcome.
I know you've been really busy today.
Great, Chris. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Can't remember who made that list.
And
Was it? Oh. But yeah.